Hey, Julia. She's in a romping mood. Whenever my son's been around, she gets. They have a sort of a love-hate relationship, and she loves to play, and he hates the way she gets into it finally, and her claws get in there, and even her teeth get in there. So it's kind of hard to play with Julia. Julia's very rough. she's out of breath right now because she's ready to play, and my son went home. So, nobody to play with. I am working on my evening class because, I got to get down to it. And my son was watching Dodgeball. And of course, you cannot just sit and not watch Dodgeball. So I watched Dodgeball again. Oh, it's so much fun with all those famous people in there, so many of them. So you have to watch. So Thanksgiving turned out just fine. In the end, it turned out just fine. And we had a really great time in two separate Thanksgivings with some mix of, the elements. So my daughter and her husband came with Jersey the first night, and my sister-in-law came from Paris, and then the next time around, the switch was my daughter out and her husband out, and in came my sister-in-law's husband or hubby and her son. So a little bit of a switch. But we had good times in all those Thanksgivings, and I am thankful for all of those fun times because, it's really nice to get together with family like that. Right, Julia? You had fun. You did not interact with Jersey? No. You interacted with Arlo. I'm just going to take home a few of those memories. Yes, so Thanksgiving was good, and I'm back to work. I forgot to mention that at the school Thanksgiving, a student, well, I have a student who's only here for 3 weeks, I think. She's here from Moscow, and she gave me a gift at the potluck on Julia's passing through. Pass on through. Pass on through. Keep passing. Yep. There we go. So she did this wonderful gift card and this wonderful drawing of a pumpkin and a mouse. And it's so cute and so cool. And with that, she also gave me a copy of a Russian English book of a story by Alexander Pushkin, Yevgeny Onegin. Yevgeny Onegin, which I will have to try to read. I guess, gee, that's happening a lot lately. I guess I've been using it, yes. The Russian Shakespeare, she told me. So I will have a look at that. That's kind of cool, though. I mean, wow. A personally drawn card and a book in English and Russian. Kind of cool. Yeah, so Eric came by this morning to take Arlo on his way. So he was on his way home to Montreal, and he picked up my son on the way by and is dropping him off in Guelph. So that's that. Yeah, that's that. He had forgotten his stuff at home, for staying over, and he'd also forgotten his charger for his phone. And then he left his key in the car overnight, and the battery ran down. So he couldn't charge his phone, but he could have charged it in the car, but then anyway, whatever. So he boosted it this morning, because my son was waiting and waiting and waiting, thinking he would be showing up any time. He didn't show up. And he just showed up before lunch and told us the story about having, that I just told you. And he didn't know what he'd done to his radio, but he thought he'd fried it, boosting the car, right? And I said, oh, no, that's not what you did. It's the security feature in Volkswagens. So now you're going to have to enter the code that you were provided by. So he had to go hunting for his manual. And fortunately, everything was in the car, even though they say don't leave this in your car. If he hadn't, he wouldn't have been able to have a radio on the way home. So I explained to him how he had to enter this code and do all this stuff. And they were busy working on that when they hit it off. Yes. Good security feature. You can't steal a Volkswagen radio because it won't work unless you have the security code to re-enter, to get it restarted again. Fortunately, I was around to let him know about this because we used to have a Volkswagen. Yes. So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's Monday. And it's supposed to rain. And it has dribbled, but not in any way seriously. So, and what's the temperature right now? Right now it is 14 degrees. So it's going in that direction, which is, it is supposed to this week, of getting warmer and warmer and warmer to over 20 degrees. So it's supposed to get warm before it gets cold. We always say, this is it, this is the end of summer, this is it, this is it. Of course it isn't until the fat lady sings, right? So we'll see when the fat lady sings, because she keeps on singing. And it ain't over yet. Although, calling this summer, not quite. Not quite. Yeah, so now I'm going to have to see if I can remember what I have to do with my evening class. I have to give them... No, I don't. They already had their... Yeah. So, it's onward and upward. Hey, good, thanks for reminding me. They already had their test. Yes. I should get to work. Obviously, I have too much... I need some coffee. I need some coffee. After the turkey, I don't know. The turkey doesn't seem to do that to me. It does not make me sleepy. Because I'm not sleepy now. Just not thinking straight. But I've got everything worked out now. So I can get my evening class done, and then I can do something else like nothing. Nothing. It's Monday the 13th of October, and I want to do nothing. How's that? I think that's a plan. Ta for now.